everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you how to register for my math lab, which is now actually called My Lab Math. They switched it around a little bit, but I still call it my math lab. This is where you're going to be doing all of your homework. So you do not have to purchase a physical textbook, but you do have to purchase the My Math Lab software. Since it's an online course, you're going to be doing everything, basically on your laptop or your iPad or whatever you have. If you're going to be doing everything online, then you need some sort of software to do it with, and that is the My Math Lab software. It's roughly, I don't know, the price always goes up, but it's somewhere around like $125 or something like that. Depends where you get it from. I think if you buy it directly on the website right here, right now, it's a little bit cheaper, like by a couple bucks. Or you can buy it in the SCF bookstore. You can use your financial aid in the bookstore if you want to, and that will help you kind of alleviate some of the cost. The good news is, since you're using it for MAT0018 now, you can reuse it for MAT0028 next semester. When you pass this course, you don't have to repurchase another My Math Lab software, because technically 0018 and 0028 use the same textbook, and the My Math Lab is linked to the textbook. Since you'll be within the same textbook, that same price is going to work for both courses. Or if you're retaking this course, you do not have to buy another one. You can reuse it as long as it's the same textbook. If you took it years ago and it was a different textbook, then yes, you're going to have to repurchase it. But it should be such that if you buy it this semester for this course, you can keep using it for 0028. After that, you're going to switch to a new course with a new book. You're going to have to repurchase another My Math Lab for that book once you get there. But the nice thing is this should work for both. So if you already have an account, you know how to sign in and you know how to get in, and that's fine. I'm going to assume that you just know how your username and your password and you know how to get in if you've already used this. I'm going to assume that the majority of people have never used the My Math Lab software, or maybe they have once and now they don't remember. That's fine too. So I'm going to show you how to register. So you can just go to Google and type in My Math Lab. It's the very first link. It's a Pearson product, that's the publisher. And if you just type in Google My Math Lab, it'll come up as the very first link. And once you get to their website, this is what the main page will look like. And you can just click on Register Now as a student. If you click on Register Now, it'll ask you for a few things. One thing to notice is the pop-up blocker. My pop-up blocker warning came up. It is going to do that every time you try and get into this My Math Lab. You just want to turn off your pop-up blocker, because everything opens up in a new window. So as things open up in new windows, you're going to be clicking around going, where the heck is my homework? It's because it's blocking it. So try and use, I get good results with Firefox. I get good results with, I also get good results with Chrome. Sorry, that was the one I was thinking of. Internet Explorer. Safari tends to be iffy, but if you turn off your pop-up blockers, I think it should be okay. So make sure, if you're stuck and nothing seems to be loading, go check your pop-up blocker. You may even need to actually go into the physical, like settings, options, change that stuff if you need to. So here we go. We're into it. We're trying to register. We need these three things: an email address, instructor's course ID. That was on the syllabus, the highlighted yellow on the syllabus. It was the instructor ID, my last name, all lowercase, SHOLLAR, then the numbers 12777. That is the instructor course ID. It looks like this. It's just my last name, all lowercase, no spaces, and then 5 digits. It's on the syllabus, and that's the only thing that you're going to need to tell the software you're in my class. The other thing you need is obviously to pay for it. So you don't have to buy a physical textbook, but you do have to purchase this software. You've either gotten an access code when you bought it in the bookstore. That's perfectly fine. That means you've bought it, and you just have to type in, I think it's like a 20-digit code that's in that piece of cardboard. They just basically give you a little cardboard thing with a piece of code, and you type it in, and it says, yeah, you definitely bought it. If you haven't done that, you can use a credit card or debit card or PayPal, and you can get in that way. There is actually another option, though, for the 2-week free trial. When you get to the screen that says, okay, how'd you pay for it? Are you going to use a credit card? Or did you already purchase it? Scroll down to the bottom of that screen. There's somewhere on there. There's somewhere that says, I'd like to try a 2-week free trial. That'll at least get you in, and then you can pay for it later. So let's go through. If I click on register now, it's going to ask me for a few things. The very first thing is that course ID, and I just want to be clear, all lowercase, SHOLLAR12777. That is the course ID for this course. As soon as you type that in and hit continue, notice up here on the right in this box it says MAT0018 online. There's my name. It ends on August 10th. So you're in the right course. It knows now, okay, I want to be put into Mr. Schaller's 0018 online course. So you're in the right course. Now you just have to create an account. And it's going to ask you for a bunch of stuff, email address, create a username, create a password. This is all stuff that you'll have to do. I'm not going to do it here. Type in your first name and your last name. If you go by a nickname, let me know, because this is the only name I see. So let me know if you put in something funky for a nickname. Let's keep it clean, please. But let me know that that's you. Otherwise, I don't know who to give the grade to if I don't recognize the name. And when it asks for your email address, use your student email address, or else I can't respond. I can only respond to student email addresses. So don't put your Gmail in here, because if you email me through my math lab, I can't respond to it unless it's your student ID or your student email. Click these boxes that say you accept, and then once everything's filled out, hit create account. I can't do it because I'm not filling everything out, but the next screen will say, okay, how did you buy it, or do you want to buy it right now? So the very next screen, as soon as you hit create account, you should see something that says, yes, I already bought it, here's my access code, or I'll buy it right now. I'll use my credit card, I'll use my debit card, I'll buy it right now. That's the screen where if you scroll down, you can see the free 2-week trial. So if you can't afford it right now, use the 2-week trial, but you have to purchase it. Even if you sign up for the 2-week free trial and try and do everything, 6 weeks from now, I can't see your grade. It totally blocks you out, it totally blocks me out, because you never paid for it, so none of us get the access. So you have to buy the software. And you have to be enrolled within the first week, so at least get the free 2-week trial. Now once you're done with that and you've paid, or you put the code in, or you do the trial, it'll say, you know, you're successful and you're ready for the course. And I just have a page pulled up here. These are all my courses. Don't worry, you're just going to see the 0018 online. There's the instructor ID. There's the course that you're in. There's already 8 people in there. Look, you see there's some people with temporary access. That's the free trial. So this will get you into the course. This is like the main page. If you have more courses from the past, then you'll see those as well, probably. But you should probably only see this one if this is the only class you're taking. And once you get in, there's lots of stuff to do to click around. Main page is, for me, it's a little busy. For you, it'll just tell you how your progress is doing as far as all your homework grades and stuff. Important stuff is on the left-hand side here, this menu on the left. If you look on the left-hand side, the one thing you are responsible for is under assignments. These blue homework assignments, these are the ones that you're responsible for. So you can see the due dates are all here. Yeah, there's quite a bit due coming up this Sunday at midnight. And then the next week's assignments, those are due, but you can start working on them a little earlier, right? So you can see how all the assignments are laid out. And if you look at homework, this is what this is. This is the homework under assignments. I know it sounds a little confusing, but it is the work you're doing at home. These are the graded assignments. If you click on quizzes and tests, these are completely optional. You do not have to do these. I can't stress that enough. There are some students who go through every single one of these and it doesn't matter for their grade. It's just practice. You paid hundreds of dollars for this. I'm not going to take it away from you. It's free practice. You can see the attempts, 0 out of infinity. You have an unlimited number of attempts and it'll grade it for you. So if you do want to use it to practice, say you finish chapter 1 and you want to take a test on chapter 1 or a review quiz, you know, be my guest if you want to test yourself or quiz yourself to see if you really understand the concepts, and it'll give you some feedback, it'll give you a score, but it's not going to count against you. The only thing that counts for your grade when you click on assignments is the homework. And you can see it, I clicked on assignments again and it defaulted me right back to the homework, not the quizzes and the tests. This is the stuff that gets graded. This is the stuff that has due dates. The quizzes and tests and stuff, these guys, they're practice. They don't have due dates. But these are the only things you have to respect. Before I get into one of the homeworks, let me go cruise down the left-hand column here. I'll tell you a little bit more about some of this stuff. Gradebook's going to be useful. That's how you keep track of your grades for everything, but you can see your scores right here on this page anyway. You can see your number of attempts, and there's no time limits or anything, but you can see on this page pretty much everything you need. Chapter contents is helpful. If you want to look at the book itself, you can click on, say I want to start chapter 1, section 1.2, and then you can actually click on view the e-text, and you can look at the actual e-text, or you can watch the videos or look at the study plan. So that's very helpful. I'm going to go back to the main menu, and the e-text, I put a quick link there right away. You can go to the e-text. That's the textbook. It's just a electronic form on the screen. The other thing that might be useful is the multimedia library. This is how you're going to get to the video lectures. So when you go to the multimedia library, say chapter 1, section 2, 1.2 there, click on this section video lectures and then hit find now. And this will be how you watch all the videos. The author, Elaine Martin Gay, goes through and she actually stands in front of a whiteboard and explains the concepts and works out examples. And you can pause, rewind, and obviously watch it as many times as you want. Just this first one here is the entire section 1.2 video. It's 15 minutes long. So imagine her like in a classroom. It would take her 15 minutes and 15 seconds to teach this material to you. The ones underneath it, all these A, B, C, D, it is exactly this first video just broken up into 4 different sections. Section A, Section B, Section C. So it's not like there's 5 videos you have to watch. The first video is just all these objective A, B, C, and D combined into one video. So as long as you're watching that one video, you're getting everything. But if you just want to go back and look at the last concept, obviously you can just click on the very last objective D, reading tables. So click on this, and again, make sure your pop-up blocker's off, and then it's just a little video player that pops up, and you might have to update your Flash player or something, I don't know, or try a different browser. If Chrome's not working, try Firefox. Either way, that should get you through to the videos. The last thing I want to do is talk about the homework. So in the homework, you're going to go through and you're going to find sorry, not in these courses. In the homework, you're going to go through and you're going to find the stuff that is 300 out of the 800 points for your total grade. It's a big chunk of your grade, and these assignments are going to be due on a weekly basis. So I do want to go through and actually click on some of these homeworks and walk you through the questions. You can see it's not too unbearable. This first one's only 12 questions. I tried to keep them anywhere between I don't know, 10 to 20 questions. Some of them may be a little longer, some of them may be a little shorter, just depends on the section. But, well, just to keep this video a little short, I'll do another video walking you through all the bells and whistles of the homework. So let's take a look at the homework in the next video. Keep in mind, last thing before I say anything, 15% deducted after the due date, so it is open after the due date. But try and get these things done before the due date, otherwise you're going to start losing points pretty quickly. But other than that, next video we'll talk about the actual homework.